And you're back with the Benning Report, where the International Student Training Detachment serves as headquarters for all international students training on Fort Benning. Along with attending their military courses, the students also get to participate in the Field Studies program. This program gives them the opportunity to experience America outside the gates of the installation. Our Matthew Clegg traveled with a group of these military exchange students, and he brings us their thoughts on what they learned.
As these international students toured the Georgia Capitol building in Atlanta, there was only one word they could describe their feelings with.
Everything is big in America.
These international students are getting an up-close look at American government. For Major Sanjay Fernando from Sri Lanka, seeing the Georgia House of Representatives and Senate gives him more of an appreciation for why he's here.
You know, when you learn about the other cultures, other systems, you get your knowledge broadened, and it will be very helpful you to because understand the other cultures, then you start respecting their cultures and their values.
Captain Jared Ferguson is the commander of the International Student Training Detachment. He says the Field Studies program is a vital tool in the education of international students because what they learn and experience about America outside the classroom is what they will take back with them when they return home.
The international soldiers that come here to study at Fort Benning are someday going to be some of the top leaders in their country. One, we want them to have a understanding of how our systems work so that they can interact with us both militarily and civilly when they become high-ranking officials in their military or in their government. Two, we want them to be able to take lessons back and say, hey, we can apply certain elements of this to our country.
Along with learning about the U.S. government, the students also get a chance to meet with state officials, such as Senator Ed Harbison, who represents Fort Benning. But while the students are learning, instructors are also learning from them.
On any given week, I'll deal with 30 different countries, their embassies, so on, and just learning how people react to different statements and feelings and things of that nature.
And that's the goal, to create an understanding between our nations. And if you ask these students, as they look at displays of famous Georgians, their respect for the American way of life is growing.
You know, they are the people, they have built this country and they have given their sweat and all the hard working. Because of that, I think this country has come up to this level.
Matthew Clegg, Fort Benning TV.
Thank you.
If you would like to host an international student, contact the International Student Training Detachment at 706-545-2442. Now, soldiers returning from war may have a hard time transitioning back to the home front. Some may even struggle with post-traumatic stress disorder. In our final story, we return to the Warrior Transition Battalion, where a mixture of counseling and camaraderie helps most of the soldiers cope. But some find unique ways to deal with their challenges. Our Susanna Avery has the story of one soldier who survived a traumatic experience and now lives to rap about it.
This isn't an actor playing a soldier who knows how to rap. It's Fort Benning's own Sergeant Mike Patrone.
I'm just your average everyday soldier.
Baghdad was written and filmed during Sergeant Patrone's first deployment to Iraq after his convoy ran over an IED, sending shrapnel tearing through his face and neck.
You know, another bad experience that I lived through, I've somewhat flipped it into a positive. Just something else for me to live and talk about.
Soon, Sergeant Patrone will be changing his cadence, leaving the Army to pursue a hip-hop career.
I guess it's always hard to leave something with, that you have so much pride in. You've shed blood, sweat, and tears in.
But when he was sent home early from his most recent deployment, he knew it was time to move on.
Unfortunately, PTSD is one of those things that, you may deal with for the rest of your life. It just, how you learn to handle it and how you learn to adapt with it.
His music is his therapy. He just didn't know that it would mean so much to him almost a decade ago when he discovered his dream.
Yeah, I remember like it was yesterday actually. I was 14 and I put the pen down since. I haven't stopped since.
Patrone has already written several songs and even produced the YouTube hit Baghdad with his medic in Iraq. Because of his talent, famous and upcoming hip-hop artists are collaborating with him, creating his first single called Crank It.
You gonna have to turn the bass up for this one, baby.
It's a lot more than just business. Everybody thinks I'm a genuine artist.
Ironically, this lyricist is rendered speechless when he talks about his love for writing.
There's just not enough words to put it into a right sentence or paragraph to explain just the true, genuine love that I have for what I do. So.
Susanna Avery, Fort Benning TV.
That's it for this edition of the Benning Report. Remember, you can watch these and other news stories online at benningtv.com. And if you have questions or comments, send us an email at benningtv@us.army.mil. From the Public Affairs Office, thanks for watching and have a great day.